Today, I will be further solidifying my reputation as the world's coolest uncle, as if there could possibly be any doubt. Chillax, bro. Like, take a chill pill, Scoob. I am so satisfied with myself. This top board was warped a little bit, so like this end bent this way and this end goes this way. So when I screwed it on, these things were then uneven, so it would wobble like corner to corner. So then I picked out another board that was also warped and put it on so that it was warped the other direction and screwed it on, and now it's all flat and level. How far do I want this to open? It's not going to come down on my fingers. It won't fall on them unless it gets to right about there. And whammo! That's called sensory learning. I built this treasure chest over the course of 2 weekends. And they were super busy weekends. I had things to go do, places I had to be. So if it had been a normal weekend, I probably could have done it in one. And I did it entirely using materials that were already laying around. The only thing I had to go buy was the stain. And I did that to make a point. It's not hard to go out and build something cool. It's not hard to create the adventure of a lifetime for your kids. Just go do it. Do something interesting. Do something other than go to work and then scroll on your phone to kill time until it's time to go to work again. I don't know why, but have you ever seen a pirate map that doesn't look crumpled up? I feel like the brown is too uniform, and I just want it to be more splotchy, and I'd also like it to have more of a yellow tint. I don't know how to do that, so the only thing I could come up with is I had some gel food coloring, and I mixed it with some water, and I'm just gonna see if that does anything. I figure it's not gonna do anything bad to the paper. It really looks like pee. I just don't want it to look like brown packing paper. Yesterday I went by Walmart, bought myself some strawberry sparkling juice, and now I have this bottle that I'm gonna This season, we got to discover a real-life mystery. I love mysteries. I love stories in general. I miss telling stories on this channel. I love that moment when all the questions and loose ends come together and it all makes sense. But those are stories. In real life, we don't always get all the answers. Maybe that's why I'm doing this. It would be nice if just once in a while there's a treasure at the end of the dotted line we've been following. I think this is going to be the last video of the season, so I'm just going to take a walk around and kind of show you the state that everything's in so that you can see, because there are a few things that I've updated, changed, made improvements to that you haven't seen yet, and that way you'll be fully up to date before I take a break. So this is the office. I don't think there's much going on here that you haven't seen already. I hung my lights up on the wall over there so that they're not just in my way all the time. Same as this hook over here that I've been hanging my camera on. I've got my clay sculpting desk right there. Oh, I did finally get a thing for the dictionary so it can be propped up and displayed with all of my other interesting knickknacks. Nothing significant has changed in the kitchen. It's still ugly. I've done a bunch of stuff on the backyard, little stuff. I don't know that you notice, but I did clean up this corner down here. This corner was just full of like old wood, rocks, bricks, junk, and old fencing that was still like buried down into the ground, and I had to dig it up. I have not been able to mow it back there since I moved here, so I finally got it all cleaned up and I can mow. This whole corner of the lot was just a wreck when I got here. Right over there, that's where that old drum used to be, and the privacy fence that I made the entertainment center out of is just laying on the ground. There's my beautiful fire pit circle. I use it very often, at least once a month. I don't think I need to show you in the workshop either. There's not really anything to see other than just a big mess. I could probably do better to make it into like the ultimate workspace, but there's always stuff. There's always stuff to do, and that's just not the highest priority. It's just how the living room was my highest priority before all the other rooms. Okay, the real point of the season was the living room, so that's really what I need to show you. I think you've probably seen the new lamp by now. I did not realize how dark it was in this living room until I put that light there, and I was like, oh, this is nice. The Christmas tree is up. It's Christmas time. Entertainment center is still one of my favorite things about this house. It works. Everything works great. The Steam Link is the only thing I'm having trouble. That's the little device that streams video games from the computer to the TV. It works really well when I'm playing games by myself, but if I have people over and we're trying to play some multiplayer games, it's like sometimes it's not picking up the controllers. I'm wondering if it has signal problems where it can't handle more than one controller properly. I may just have to get like a, what's the new thing? The new Steam thing. The little Steam handheld thing. You know what I'm talking about. I may just have to get one of those, and that'd be my console. I'm really liking this. I started playing around with chalk markers on one of my desks in there, and I was like, that's really cool and very convenient for just planning stuff out, articulating my thoughts, doing a big picture map of the season in the different colors of chalk markers just directly on the desk. And then I was like, wait, I have extra pieces of office furniture, like old desks, stashed in the workshop. So I took one of those extra pieces, an extra top of a desk basically, and I just put it up on the wall. It's very minimalistic. The color of the wood is the same color as what's on this. Well, wood. It's not actually wood. The chalk marker just looks really cool on it, and I like it better than a whiteboard because a whiteboard, they're messy. You can smear them really easily. This, it doesn't smear at all. Look at that. And then if I just take a wet cloth, it comes right off. So this has become the guest board. Friends come over or they're here while I'm gone and they write a note. So looking at season 2, I am really satisfied with the living room. I'm still considering repainting the whole thing in just a darker, less saturated teal. Just a more earthy neutral. Again, it kind of comes down to priorities because there are other things that I want to do that are a little bit more important than that. One thing I really want to do in season 2, or maybe between seasons, is the office. And the office, it looks pretty decent. It's pretty nice, but I have ideas. I want to bring this to be more than nice. I want to elevate this to something awesome, and I have a plan, and I'm gonna do that. I'm dying to redo the kitchen. The kitchen is the worst room in the house, by far. I also really need to redo the bathroom. I mean, it's just Crayola blue. The kitchen is what's gonna take just a boatload of money. And I had planned to do that this year in 2024, but the money that I had saved for that, my air conditioner went out. And so that ate up all my money. And really now I'm thinking ahead. I'm planning ahead. I'm thinking into the future. I'm thinking about the next house. One of my main goals now is to increase the resale value of this house as much as possible. So replacing the old AC, that really boosts the value. Fixing up the roof, another thing no one else wants to have to deal with. Remodeling that kitchen would be an enormous deal. I want to increase the resale value.
You're tired, aren't you?
You want to go for a walk, Grubhub?
Yeah.
Let's leave toys in here, please.
Okay.
You can keep your ring on.
Make a face.
Make a face.
Not a face, that's a smile.
A funny face. Make a great. Ew. Like there's
Make a face.
crumbs on there. That's a zombie face. Show Luke that one.
What did he do? Whoa.
Zombie face.
I'm scared now. You see your uncle's car?
Yeah,
What did he do to it?
he wrecked it.
He did wreck it. What's that over there, Gabriel? You find a bottle?
Yeah.
You gonna take that home?
Yeah.
It's like a treasure.
Yeah.
There's something in there.
Yeah. No?
It's not dirt.
I'm gonna break this.
Oh, don't break it.
Here, let me see if I can get it out. You wanna hold this?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get that out of there. What is that?
I don't know.
Oh, here, you check it out.
What is that?
Wow, it's long. Wow.
X's.
X's?
I think that's a treasure map.
A treasure map? What did you find? Can you show me? That does look like a treasure map.
What's it going here, my pastor, pray tell?
I don't know.
Out here, my pastor.
A treasure.
You think treasure's a treasure?
Yeah.
Can you read it?
What's in the corner there? What's that down there?
That looks like an X marks the spot.
That does look like an X marks the spot.
Yeah. So we are on a treasure hunt here.
Are we on a treasure hunt?
Yeah. So a treasure is somewhere here, so we have to follow here.
Oh.
So we already come out.
Where are we? Let's see if we can figure out where we are on the map.
Okay.
Where do you think the gate is on the map? Where's the gate that we came in through?
We just got a dig. Right here.
Right there?
Yeah.
That looks about right to me.
Yeah. Right there.
Okay. Where does it go from there?
It goes all the way. I think Papa's looking.
Let's see how good you are following maps. You all. That way?
Yeah.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Then
There's nothing out here?
the treasure should be around here somewhere.
Around here?
Yeah. Oh,
Well, where does it go after it goes this way?
I see it. It goes right there. Yeah.
Where does it go after it goes this way?
It just,
Let's see, where are we right now?
we're right there.
Right there? Okay. Turn it so that the way that we're going is up. That makes it easier to read. So then where do we need to go?
We have to go.
Well, we're going this direction, right?
Yeah.
So then where does it say we go if you face that way?
We have to turn that way.
That way?
Yeah. So around the tree.
Around the tree. There's a lot of trees over there, isn't there? And there's a fence. Let's keep looking, see if we can figure out how to get through there.
I don't know where the treasure is.
You don't know where the treasure is? You think there's a real treasure out here?
Yeah.
How old do you think that map is?
I think it's 130 years old.
It's how old?
130 years old.
130? How did you come up with that number?
I just wanted to put that number. This way.
That way? Okay. Have you ever been over this way before?
No. I didn't even find a treasure in a long
You what? What is that? What did you find? An X? There's no way.
Treasure. Whoa! This is big.
It's big.
It's a big treasure chest.
Treasure chest.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna need a shovel, guys.
It does look like a treasure chest. It is a treasure chest. Because I have never ever been here.
Oh.
Daddy. Whoa.
All right. You guys ready? What's in there?
Oh yes. He did a pirate song. Another one, Ella. Another one for you. There's a bunch of gold. Ew.
You think a real pirate wore that?
Yeah.
Arr. One other thing I can think of is I want to do like flowers or something out here. These are just the plants that were here when I got the house, and they just look really gross, mainly because I don't take care of them. So I'm not really a gardener. I might need to get somebody to help me with that. Hey,
Hey,
I have an odd question for you.
yes,
Did you leave a note at my house?
no,
Did you leave a painting at my house a few months ago?
no.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, I go. Bye.
Bye.